Good afternoon, our viewers, once again. Hold on. Tena kuandika recording. Good afternoon, viewers, and the people who have subscribed, the people that are following us. Really give you more props. We appreciate. Yeah, we can't really acknowledge that enough. We are on TikTok, YouTube, and also Facebook and Twitter for those engaging here. YouTube, we always roll the full clip. With me today, I have Hudson, my co-host, who we shall be discussing the business, the domestic market, and perhaps I'll let him first say hello to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, viewers. It is nice we are back on Take Out, one of the biggest shows around town now, and I'm so happy that you're always tuned in, like you on the show.
Yes, absolutely. So we have a lot to unpack this week. First, we shall dive into the one transfer that really caught my eyes, me and Adson, and that is Ronald Otti to Bull FC. There's a lot that we are going to really unpack, looking at the stats of Bull last season and the stats of Chitara this season. You can really tell that there is a formation, there's the kind of football that Brian Senyon is trying to really play at at Chitara. So what did you notice? What specific things did you really pull out from that transfer that really caught your eye?
Actually, I asked one of my friends, did you guys just break the bank? Because
Mm,
that that is one of the best defenders of last season. He played what you call football. His team conceded less goals because of him. That's why he won the best defender of the Star Times Uganda Premier League. Yeah. Oti,
mhm,
him and Mwere made it to the national team recently in the two campaigns because of his leadership in that defense.
mm,
His backline was always on point. His command was always so good. He was a fighter.
mm,
Yeah, he was a fighter until the last day. That's why Bull had considered the lowest number of goals in the league because of that kind of defense from Oti. And I was shocked. I'm like, how did he leave Bull and he has gone to Chitar? I told my Chitara friends, you guys just broke the bank.
yeah.
Signing such a big player. It
Mm,
is a big advantage to Chitara because now you're having Nakojo, you're having Oti. These are solid defenders.
mm.
Yeah.
So
So
absolutely,
Bull is going to miss out a lot on him.
yeah, Bull. Yeah, especially actually we have not to look further. Where was the most clean sheet? Which keeper had the most clean sheet? From Bull, not so. Uh, Ikara.
Yeah,
Yeah, from Bull. You last time remember when we were mentioning our national team 11, you both I think had Oti and Mwere in it. So exactly, Bull really had a very formidable back line there, but they really struggled to really consolidate or replace Oti. If you look at also the team that Oti is going to, Chitara. Chitara last season had one of the best attacks. I think they scored the most goals, if I'm not, but had one of the best attacks from the
yeah,
statistics. Yeah. Then you have a defender. You're signing one of the best defenders from the best back line in the previous season. So we were not only looking at Stella really going to solidifying their squad for the continent, but this is a Chitara that is planning also to really contend for the trophy, the title next season, isn't it?
true.
Mm,
And with that signing, I'm happy with the way they're signing players now. They're signing players who are going to help them either win
mm,
the sometimes you're gonna Premier League and also make sure that they're competing in continental football. That's CAF Confederations Cup. They're competing in continental football. So they're signing big players who are ready to deliver, which is a big advantage for Chitala.
Absolutely. So we look at the gap where Ronald Otti left. These are still rumors, but one of the replacements that people are looking at is Najib Fasali, who through URA,
from URA.
from URA, yeah, they confirmed the player had left the club after 5 years. And so far, right now, the team that the rumors are really pointing at is that he's trying to negotiate a deal with Bull FC, yeah, as his replacement. He's also a very good player, but it has to really work with the system that Coach Abe really built there, the defensive system. So I don't know if Najib really feeling really proper for OT, but with OT we have seen, yeah, that's what was also called in the national team. Is the replacement really viable for Najib Fasali?
Yeah, it is viable because it brings leadership to the team and experience as well. Is We've seen him prove a point. We've seen him play at URA. We've seen him
Yeah,
deliver.
in the
Though the
national team.
team one time struggled, but yeah,
Mm,
yeah, he has been there playing good football, being someone national team. It's a big advantage. It's a big advantage to Bull as well because they're bringing an experienced player. Of course, they have to go for their best defender, but they're also replacing with an experienced player. And with Abech Komeko, there we know him with his coaching tactics and what he can do. I know he will make sure the player fits in very well into the team.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we both agree with that. Let's first skid a bit. There was the UPL best 11 that was there was they were awarding the best performance of the season. You know, the youngster Jonah Kakande really sweeping various awards, not forgetting some of his teammates,
Yeah.
Sechiganda, Semakula in it. Yeah, it was a remarkable. Maybe before we break down that they scored the best 11, is there a player that you really thought missed out, or because most of these players that just to be on record, yeah, most of them were mixing them up in our Cranes 11. So is there a player that you felt like missed out on the 11? Notable miss
No,
out.
no player missed.
Mm.
I saw Shaban winning his accolade as the best
Missed
striker.
out. Mm.
Omedi also winning his accolade as one of the top strikers.
Mm.
You look at uh, Chris Kusima. I told you here that that's why
Mm.
he was someone in the national team. And
Ahead of Ikara,
due to
yeah.
his
Mm.
form, yeah, due to his form he had in the second round of the Premier League, he won himself the goalkeeper of the season. You look at Samakula, you look at Oti winning the best defender, which everyone was like, okay, he deserves it. No one said he doesn't deserve it. Sitting in that midfield, everyone was like, beating Joe Sergio, everyone was like, Setigan deserves it. So generally, it was something which was balanced, and truth be told, whoever scooped an award from there deserved to be a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I wouldn't agree any further, but we all have the same sentiments regarding the 11. Uh, let's talk yeah, a little bit of KCC. KCC is also active in the market, as well as Vipers. We don't know really, as you were discussing earlier on. We have our own small chats always that before you come on the show. I think for us to determine the success, you mentioned that to me that for us to determine the success of the transfer, it will be results oriented when the season begins. We'll know which team bought according to their desires or which team just really wasted money in the transfer market. But not to get done, KCC also it has also been active in the market. They acquired two more players, Issa Muwiru, that was unveiled, I think, yesterday. Then from a 2 year contract from Vipers. Then they have also renewed, Ashraf Mugumez. They have signed Sharif Sengendo also from Gaddafi. So they're active in the market, yeah. Though they're not really going for the big money players, but they're really scouting. I feel like they're really scouting according to their need.
Uh, with the rumor of one of their young boys coming back, one of their prodigal sons coming back from Dundee United.
Mm,
Uh, because this contract got done, and
mm,
right now he has no club. So
mm,
information has that he might stay. That's Sadat Anako.
Yes, I
It
don't know.
may
Yeah.
it may it may start Kessié and plays like for a season, which is a good addition when because you've got Shaban, you've got Sadat Anaku. Now the striking line becomes interesting with Joel Sonjoji in that midfield, and then adding on Ashraf Mugoma as well at midfield. Yeah, it becomes so interesting. And then with other people that bring in on board.
Mm.
Yeah, with 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 the way Mourinho is doing his job as a coach, he's involved in these transfers.
You can
That's a
tell, yeah.
big addition.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a big addition because he's signing players who he will listen to him, will listen to his instructions, and they will play his kind of football he wants them to play. And I'm happy Garcia is going to stay with him for another season because, of course, he found the club so disorganized, found the club in two total shambles, they're struggling, and they picked it up to reach an extent of reaching of like uh, title contenders at one time.
Yeah, we were counting
you know,
KCC
then that,
last season,
then
yeah. Mm.
yeah, yeah, then that draw against Waxo Giants pulled them away. You know,
Mm,
you know.
yeah.
But generally, yeah, generally they're doing something so interesting, and the signings that bring in young kids into the team who can fit into the system of the coach as well as
Yeah.
gel very well with the other players.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a big addition. As for Vipers, what they're doing is signing the experienced players. They bring back the prodigal kids. Wadada is now back into the team. We saw also Mugembe going back to where he
Mm.
started from
Issa
because he was
Mugembe.
from Chitende.
Yeah.
Yeah, Issa Mugembe. Then he went he went to Bright Stars. Now going back again to Chitende. So I would say they bring back the people who know how their systems, how they play, and how angry they can be when it comes to trophies.
Mm.
Because seeing what they're getting back, now you're having Issa getting back into the system. Then other
Dahiro,
signing
Derek
there as well.
Dahiro.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
true.
yeah, that season, the next season is really.
Also, actually, they brought back I think three players of theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Issa
yeah.
Mugembe, Wadada.
Um,
Yeah.
and then the left back. Even on the hero, there's another left back they
Hey,
bring
this
back.
and Galiwango, yeah.
Forgetting it. Yeah, Galiwan, this and Galiwan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, they have
Mm.
intentions. Yeah, they have intentions. I'm just here to see the kind of football our Vipers is going to play. Yeah, because otherwise, if
True.
there's no difference, then we don't see really the value of having these coaches.
All I know, they always have the biggest squad and the most talented squad in Ghana Premier League. That's Vipers for you.
Mm,
They've got the biggest and the most talented
absolutely, yeah.
squad because when you look at those players, any player in Vipers can be a starter in another team in the Ghana Premier League.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
Mm. Because they buy
can be a
starters
starter.
from best starters from other leagues, from other teams to join
Mm.
them. Yeah, like this and Galwango, as you mentioned, he was one of the best players for Express in that transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Apart, yeah, those are the teams that have really been active. Also, Bull has also been active, renewing Benon Taumera's contract, uh, and also bringing in Coach Ambrose Kyria, and also they're courting Najib Fasali, and also Anthony Mayanja has really extended his contract with Bull. So Bull is also really signing in the market. But the most important thing is for them to get a replacement for T, because that defensive shape of last season,
Yeah.
which was the best, yeah, is really key for them to really get that
Mm.
shape going. Because Bull really plays on defense. Yeah, they defend very well, and they embark only a score, and once they score, and that's already 3 points. Yeah, a team that really runs on winning bonus. So I think that will be really key.
True. I would say one thing. There's a player who people looked at as one of the big replacements for the likes of Massa, you know, and then what next? After going to North Africa, things backfired, comes back to Uganda,
Mm.
I plays for Gaddafi. I plays for Gaddafi for some, like for a season. I was also in the big league as well. That's Joel Madondo.
Yes, sir.
I'd be like, does he need some rehab of like, does he need some rehab of like 4 months to be like, I'm seated somewhere. I'm just myself. I need to get back to the form I was on when I was at Soga, because that kid is a talent.
Yeah.
Is a talent. But I'm sure he's still traumatized with what happened. With what happened to him. I think he's still traumatized what happened to him in North Africa. You know, they need to
Yeah.
get someone, a kind of a counselor who can talk to him, who can put him back into the system, because that's a talent which we're missing out as Ugandans. With whatever is happening to him, people should do something about it. Busoga United got money out of him. Yeah, a lot of money out of him because his deal was so massive. Even FIFA itself got some money out of it. So I don't know what happened because they're missing out on such a talent. Now he has been released by Bull. I don't know where he's going to go. Might see him in either Lugazi or somewhere else, you know. But people need to do something about it. Yeah, people need to do something
But
about it.
also, but you see that thing
It
has only
pains me seeing such a talent.
yeah, not only him. Like if you've seen players also come back. Even Milton Carissa also he had to come back. There's something with North African football. That's why you see you need to really groom the players very well. Like there are many aspects of professional football that we really underlook and it really affects these players. You've seen them really disclose some talking about the type of the tactics they were trying to impact on him. Like the grooming is what was really lacking. Even Patrick Kadu, you've seen him go and come back. So there's a stage that in our preparation of these players that we really miss out. Yeah, and also money, finance. Yeah, finance can affect somebody. Only an element of finance. So
True.
yeah,
Actually, not only Patrick Kadu, even Derek. Where's Derek Sivan?
yeah. Also, Derek Nsiba, yeah, you get.
Where's Derek Sivan? Is the other
Mm,
question.
yeah.
Eh, the football he played. Where is he now? Actually, the person who was brilliant was, I think the person who was brilliant was Muhammad Shaban and even Alisa, because they came back and they are still on form,
Yeah,
and clubs want them now. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
because Shaban is now is information has that he might sign over 100 million thingy, Uganda shillings as sign-on fee on his new
Wow,
contract with
that would be the
KCCA.
record.
When you
That
look
would
at
be the record. Yeah.
Milton Kalisa,
Mm,
yeah, yeah. When you look at Milton Kalisa, the money is earning at Vipers. It's some good amount of money. You know, is their captain and is delivering as well on the pitch.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, that was it. Anyway, we move on. Like this thing here of Joe, it's just Joe the transfer, Joe's transfer. You get last time actually in the same event, the UPL league again. Big ups to Uganda Fan TV. They did some small interviews with this one with the player and one with the Mkunu Kemba, the CEO. The player came out, that's Jonah Kakande, the MVP, said that for him he has not received any suspension. He has not even received any letter addressed to him, and also he has not seen any fine deducted from him. Other side, when I don't know. So remember, these are this is the information that came from the PRO. That's Kasinde, one of the executive committee members. So the information is a bit sketchy there regarding the suspension at Villa, but the player has
But
resumed.
know, you know, Emma, with the way Kakande talked during that interview, of course, it showed professionalism
Mm,
of like, I don't want to get myself into club issues to talk on TV about the club I'm playing for.
mm.
But with the way Hassan Kasinja was doing things out, that means they might be like, they might be, I think they were fined by the club. But you know, as a player, you can't just say, yes, we're fined by the club. Can't allow that. Professionally, you can't be like, no, I was fined by the club.
But
So
he
in the
admitting,
PRS
yeah.
perspective, you can't be like, I was
Mm,
fined. You gotta admit, you have to refuse because the club is the club you still play for. So that I'm leaving the club now. I'm still in the club.
Mm,
So
mm,
if I talk something which is negative about the club, still I'll be fined. I'll be fined more and more and more. So it's better just say no, I don't know about those things. I saw them on X, you know.
mm.
Then we move on. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was really professional. By the big ups to Jonah Kakan, they really handled it very well. I like that element of players, really expressing their opinion, but a very calculated opinion that you can tell that it's coming from either somebody grooming him or management. Yeah. So anyway, that's the little we had for our transfers. We really wanted to focus on the OT transfer to Bull and the impact that OT moving from Bull to Chitara would really affect these two teams. Looking at the statistics, Chitara had the best attack last season. Bull had the best defense. So we're trying to see like which between the two teams, and we could tell that Bull really came out on top. Looking at their statistics and what they needed for the system next season. Anyway, in the world of NBL basketball, uh, we got news that Powers were relegated and they could have gone. They've been relegated from the NBL. These are six-time basketball title
Five,
champion.
five,
5, yeah, 5, yeah. Thank
five,
you.
one.
Five-time champions. They were relegated. This is the pedigree that they're following. Looking at also Falcons went through the same drain. I would really want our basketball expert, Mr. Hudson Mugweri, to really to really dive into this. Yeah.
Whenever whenever I talk about power, I feel pain myself because this is an historic club. They've never been relegated since they joined the top flight. They've never missed playoffs since they joined the top flight. Here they are. They were supposed to have two must wins. I would say that against our savior, they were leading 23 points. What next? They lost the game in overtime. That is done. Against Livingston, they struggled because Livingston led them from the word go. The game ended 61-54 in favor of Livingston. And their relegation to Div 1 basketball. What went wrong? I would say they started the first round well because the top scorer was Imran Samadu was the top scorer. And when they brought in other players, Imran is playing time reduced to around 10 minutes instead of playing the 30 minutes because it was the league's top scorer in the first round. What next? Is playing time reduced? And if such a player is being person who won your games is being benched, what do you expect? The team is turning over the ball over and over and over, and the person standing over the ball is still on court playing basketball, and other guys are just on bench. They're like, you know what? The coach's decision. Again, as Xavier, I was shocked. I'm like, I'm seeing these turnovers, and the coach can't do anything about it. Not even substitutions, not even calling a quick timeout. And let's have a talk as a team. Can I bring in guys who are going to help me to stop these guys from scoring? The rotation was poor. I would say that general rotation was poor. The signing of Soro was a big addition to the team. Yes. Yeah. They brought in another forward to the team. True. They wanted a point guard. But the point guard they brought turned over the ball more than even what he would do. The turnovers were so many coming from Kevin. I would openly and comfortably say that.
Yeah.
The team struggled, but not financially, because financially the team was somehow stable. Because after getting DMAC as a sponsor, they're somehow stable. What did the administration do wrong? Letting go of some of the notable players who played with them last season and who are delivering. letting go of Ozias going to Kampala Rockets also affected the club. You're taking away one of your best rebounders, you're letting go one of your best rebounders and one of your squatters. Yeah.
Oh.
I think they're going to regret the decisions they made somewhere. Saying the player wanted a lot of money, the player did this and this and this. No, add them some little money and they stay around. Because the money you wanted, when you went to the other club, the club just added little money. And got your Kappa Rockets. It's balling. Yeah. So generally, the management messed up somewhere. The coach also made some mistakes. And even the players somehow, somewhere, some of them even refused to play. Some games, I know Amenya had issues of his mom. His mom went back to Kenya. His mom was going for an operation. He comes back. Of course, against our savior, he didn't show up on court because on Friday he had a birthday. Then on Saturday they had a game. I'm like, I know you had a birthday, but please. First win the game, then the celebration start. Yeah. Generally, there was some loopholes into the team which led them to the relegation. And guess what? Teams are happy that let them be relegated. The teams are like, it's okay to be relegated. But basketball's changed completely. Basketball's changed. The fans out there, they're like, it's okay to be relegated. They're just unserious. The basketball's changed. Power is a club which got what we call money from Betway. A lot of money from Betway. When you talk to the people inside there, they're like, that was crazy money from Betway. What happened with that money? Moving forward, can that team get better money? Can that team get better money? There's some players at management of the teams, but let them get management out of their circles of like these are power fans, these are former power players. They get management from a different kind of like someone who can manage the club, someone who can they talk to and they're like, okay, now I'm talking to a manager. No, this is like I'm talking. I know this one. This is Sophie, my former teammate. Yet he's my manager. They need to they need to get management. They need to get scoop management out of their basketball circles of like he's been a power fan. He has been he was a former power player. All I know, ask yourself who's the owner of power. They tell you that it's the kind of association. They've got over 20 shareholders, 30 shareholders into that. Like, okay, I understand it. But what is going wrong? What's the problem?
Wow.
Now Power has joined teams like Falcons, which are down. Power has joined teams like Warriors, which are down. Warriors actually is normal due to financial hardships. It's normal. Those are historic clubs, big clubs. But generally, I think they learned a lesson. If they're to come back to the top flight, I know they'll adjust on a lot of things. That's what I would say. But it's so sad they're down. Sad they're down now. It's so sad they're down. I would say that it's really sad that they're down. Power is down.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Actually, this same week, also in the basketball circle, through your Twitter, I don't know if I can get it here, but yeah, the KIU guard Ahmed Kassa's accident. You are the first on the scene. You're not the first on the scene, but you're really close to that moment. What can you really tell us about the situation of the player? Whether the operations were successful, because somebody breaks his leg, it's a bit extensive, the type of operations, and if there is any information or need that you want that the player might want to really put out there.
Since Saturday, I've been going there. Of course, it happened on Saturday. A speeding car knocked him and he broke his leg. That is so sad. The right leg actually, yes. On that very day by 11 a.m., I was at Kampala Independent Hospital. I had a talk with him. Of course, players don't make phone calls to anyone right now. Don't do this. I'm like, Chief, People have to know what's happening. The first
mm,
person I called was his manager. Of course, the manager was somehow busy until I texted him. Then he called back. I'm up. I called back. They had a talk with the player. And I called also his coach as well. The coach is my homeboy. We're back from Ginger, so we know ourselves very well. Gio Utwama. We had a talk. They had a talk as people as you know as a team.
mm,
Of course, then I told him I'm going to share a video, tell people where you are and how your condition is and when your operation is going to happen. It's okay, you can go ahead because I'd ask permission from the player. He's like, you can
okay.
go ahead, do it. Even the parents were there, they're like, parents were like, it's okay, you go ahead and do it. I'm like, thank you very much.
Mm,
I did that, and I informed the people where he is. He's at Kampala Independent Hospital. His operation, his surgery is starting. He's at in the theater at around 4 p.m. And yeah, people showed the love because most of the people ran very fast to check on him. Because they were like, this guy played basketball against City Oilers on Friday, and you're telling us he's broken. He's broken his leg on Saturday. What is happening? No.
yeah.
And he's a people person. That's the truth. The people person. Yeah, people person. I would say one thing, thanks to the fans who have showed us who have showed the player the love. Because it's when you go at the hospital, it's sad for you not to find 5 or 6 people there who have come check on him. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because on Saturday it was like a school. Because even the doctors were like, this is too much.
Yeah, that's the love. That's the love, man. That's the love you get from. You can never know how many
Yeah,
people really care.
too much.
Yeah.
So, and some fans also, some KIU fans and other teams. Actually, let me say, his friends slept. They were at the hospital the night on Saturday because I went back at around midnight to check on him,
Mm,
and I found there like 4 people who were there. They were chatting, enjoying
mm.
fun,
Really
talking there,
fun.
and I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is so interesting.
Yeah,
But
man.
after 3 months, I'm sure I'll get back. After 3 months, I'm sure he'll get back on board, and
Mm.
he tries to recover at a slow pace, not rushing. But
Yeah.
I'm happy he didn't die. He's alive. He just broke his leg.
Mm,
The leg will get back. Any sportsman always breaks the leg, and the legs get back. I've seen
mm,
several of them break their legs and they get back and they still deliver.
mm,
So we wish him all the best. And I would tell the fans once again, thank you for the
mm.
love you showed that young man. Yeah.
Yes,
And
Ahmed
thanks
Kassa.
to everyone. And to the teams and also the teams. I saw City Oilers wishing him the recovery. I saw Nambules did the same thing. I saw Angels. I've seen Power. All the teams in NBL, they're with him. They're with him. They're now with him.
Wow.
He has to get better. Yeah. The basketball fraternity, thank you for the love.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That is really positive. That's really positive from the basketball community. Yeah, actually, there is a lot of progress with the basketball community in terms of their on and off the pitch. Off the pitch, the playoffs this season they are going to be really interesting. Uh, Nile breweries through their product Tascalite, yeah, Tascalite. They are going to really launch
So like,
a fun Tascalite. Yeah, let me have a yeah
it's,
Tascalite.
it's Castle Light.
It's Casolite.
It's Castle Light. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's
not
Castle
really a
Light.
beer person. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
It's
Casolite. Yeah,
Castle Light.
yeah,
Yeah.
Casolite. Yeah, they're going to really launch an activation the way you see Nile is doing with rugby. So it's going to really be a very good, fun experience. Like whenever you come into that, actually they're targeting different people from different demographic that will come maybe for entertainment and to have a number, big numbers for basketball. Yeah, so that is a very good initiative by Castlelight. Yeah, again, I beg your pardon on that. Yeah, so that's a good development. Is it how like for you people from the basketball community? How are you really receiving that?
Since they announced as the sponsors of the league,
Mm,
a lot of things have changed. I would say that, yeah, because they're now the league sponsors. And activations have been going on, but
mm,
uh, at Oilers versus Namongo Blazers,
mm,
that's when they started off strong. Like they started off strong.
mm,
They set up like there was that experience of like you need to experience this. The setup was awesome on the court and outside the court. As you're coming in, you're on that carpet, you're moving, you're like, okay, I'm coming in as a VIP. You know,
Wow,
you're
yeah.
paying your ticket, you're going to watch basketball. Yeah, the waitresses are working on you. They're like, what do you want to drink?
Mm,
People having cocktails, people having beers. The DJs also
fantastic.
who are playing some good music. So generally, the fans are enjoying basketball. The fans are enjoying basketball. And if someone is sipping and watching the game, it is more into entertaining compared as the I'm just for saliva. But generally, it's a good one from Castle Light. Thanks to FUBA for scooping that sponsorship, and thanks to Warriors for making sure that the basketball in Uganda is moving on like to somewhere somehow. Because now we are going to see, of course, the winner will move out with something, some good amount of money. Even teams will get some money as well through that sponsorship. Hope soon we shall see even jerseys coming in, like they're giving jerseys to teams. Like how we saw it with MTN, like how we saw it with Airtel, that kind of thing. Like a man of the match. Let's hope the man of the match moves out with some gifts as well, all kind of award, that kind of thing. Yeah, I know with time we shall see more improvement coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those are new developments. So it's really good experience. Fun activations are really good. Yeah, especially for those who are not really into basketball, but you can really have the fun afterwards. Yeah, let me run through this Mauritius seven circuits that happened. That happened in Mauritius. The Rugby Seven Cranes won the first round with 20 points, followed by Madagascar 18 points and South Africa 16 points. These Rugby Africa Sevens are really crucial for the Sevens to qualify for the HSBC Challenge Series that will happen next year. It's a more prestige kind of circuit,
Mm.
but these were the qualifications, and Uganda just has to finish top two. And so far from the first match round, they were champions, running through Burkina Faso, Tunisia, uh, along that way, South Africa and Ivory Coast. Uh,
Big one. The big one was South Africa. Big one was South
yeah,
Africa.
I was
The big one
surprised.
was South Africa. That
Yeah, I
was
was
the big
surprised
one.
they picked out 12
Because
0 against South Africa. Yeah,
yeah, did you realize that the team was kind of different?
our team, all the teams that play sevens.
Yeah, as compared to as compared to the Monaco team, there was some additions they added in
Ugandan team. Yeah,
because
yeah, of course. Yeah,
we
Geoffrey
didn't yeah
Massa
we,
wasn't there. Yeah.
we didn't have Aaron into the team.
Mm,
Yeah, even Aaron wasn't there
mm,
in Monaco.
mm,
Then they were both on, and their leadership and the kind of game they play, you
mm,
know, and their teamwork with the
mm,
likes of Ian, Munyanya, and other guys. You
mm.
know, generally it was it was like let's win this thing. And to the Rugby Seven, thank you very much for making us proud as Uganda, winning the Africa Sevens. In just That's a big,
Yeah,
big, big plus.
yeah. B plus. Next weekend, they're maintaining their same pool, uh, and they will be playing for the qualification. They just need to really finish second, yeah, or second in terms of point rankings, and they will be off to the HSB Rugby Challenge Series, yeah, which is really good, really good. The sevens program is really progressing very well. Yeah, I really want to give kudos to Rugby Union and the team around there, including their media team. They're really doing a very good job there. Anyway, let's jump into the Euros. Yeah, let's close with the Euros. But I wanted to ask you about the NBA draft, but that one skipped it. Yeah, especially Brownie's transfer to. But let's leave that. Yeah, it's controversial
You know,
transfer.
you know, 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 for that NBA draft, the number one draft pick isn't talked about more than even
Mm,
the 55th draft pick. That
pick,
is
yeah.
Bronny James Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, we forget one. Yeah, we forget one thing. As FIBA basketball is different from NBA basketball. You know, NBA basketball is all. These guys look at money as something important. Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
it's competitive,
Mm.
but money comes in as well. Bron is being offered by Lakers. Lakers right now is getting money because it's going to put on Jazz 9, and I'm sure right now the Jazzes are on sale.
Yeah. They looked at it from the commercial point
And
of view. Mm.
a
Mm.
son, yeah, a son to one of the biggest players in world basketball, not even NBA, but world basketball.
Mm.
That's LeBron James. A father-son sharing the same court,
Mm.
which has never happened in our basketball. In our basketball, be it FIBA, be it what, I've never seen it happen. Sharing the same court in the big leagues. Not the thing of like let's just go for pickup. My son is there. No, in the big games, it's going to happen for the first time in NBA
The first
history.
time, yeah. Mm.
And and the kid is still young. The kid is young. Not that the kid is old. The kid is
Mm.
young.
Mm.
Yeah, kid is just 19.
19. Yeah,
So at
there
the
are
age of
many
21,
control. Yeah.
that kid,
Yeah,
yeah, that
like
age of
that.
21, that kid is going to be a problem.
Yeah. Anyway, for me, I
Mm.
understand
The only disappointment,
yeah, because I think
yeah,
they
the only
wanted him to
disappointment
develop
I had
from the. Mm. Go on.
was our very own Arthur Kaluma pulling out of that draft class. When I look at the players in the draft class, Arthur Kaluma would have been among
This
those
first 50.
50 something players
Mm.
to be drafted,
Mm.
because he has a talent. He's talented.
Mm.
I don't know why he pulled out, and guess what? He has gone to another college in Texas to play basketball, of course, college basketball. He had one more year of college basketball, yes, but him
Mm.
pulling out, I was so disappointed. But I was
Yeah.
like, what? It's his decision. He knows why he decided that. But somehow, somewhere, I'm like, he would have fit in this class. This was his class. Would
Yeah.
have fit in so well, and
Yeah.
he
The
would have
class
been
of
drafted.
the class of Bronny James, him being in it, even if he went
Yeah,
third round or second round pick, yeah, yeah, to one of those
it's second round.
struggling, yeah,
We don't
yeah.
care.
We don't care, but that was also I saw you. I saw you really tweet that, and I followed it. I was like, really? I thought this was his year. It was a very good draft class, actually. You being in a draft class of history is always good. You always be remembered, yeah. Like the Kwame Browns. Yeah. So
Yeah,
really,
but
let's jump it.
that
Let's
is it.
yeah. So really, let's close with the Euros. Eventually, England
And by the way,
scrapes.
there's something I'm forgetting.
Mm,
There's something I'm forgetting.
mm.
For the second time in a year, NBA, the number one draft is coming from France, not USA. Number one, France. Number two, France. Number three, USA. Number four, France.
Wow.
I don't know Americans are feeling it, but for the second
Yeah,
time in a year, we're
they
seeing
are
the
not
number one
going to
draft
be
coming
happy. They are not
from
happy
Europe.
about it. Yeah, they are not really happy about it because I remember Derek Rose, one of the pundits, used to work with ESPN, said that Americans have to really up their game. Otherwise, the Europeans are coming for their game of basketball. And you look at all the top performers right now in the NBA, like a bigger majority are from Europe. Doncic, you know,
Yeah,
even
look at
Joel,
those.
Joel Embiid, not from
Giannis.
Europe but from outside America. You get so they have to really watch out.
Mm,
They have to up their game. And you're looking at also the ball league from Africa, the way it is really working their way up. I mean, it's going to really be global. For me, I want NBA to really be global. I have nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
true.
Yeah. So anyway, the Euros quarterfinals. Yeah. Eventually, England scrapped its way through Jude Bellingham spectacle, Hurricane also in the extra time. But what really caught my eyes was that majority of the media in the UK, they were pissed again. They were not really happy. They were blaming Southgate of poor tactics and not making the right substitutions. So looking at also the way Portugal really scraped its way through, France scraped its way through. So I think for me, anyway, for me, what I would generalize, what I would get from this is that AFCON has really a very good expansive playing style, and that's why you see the tournament it was exciting. We saw a lot of goals, but the European football has really become tactical, whereby even getting a goal is really hard. You have to what have you so far noticed in the last 16
Uh,
and
I would,
outside?
I would, I would, I would say, I would say the English are blaming Southgate, yes, but even the team they were playing against was ready for them.
Mm,
You know, we saw it France against Belgium. How France got
mm,
kind of, let me say, an own goal. You know, we saw here Portugal against Slovenia. How the game went down until of course Ronaldo missed a penalty, but how the game went down until they went for penalties. And Diego Costa made 3 saves. That's history in Euro football,
mm.
having 3 saves of penalties.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Costa,
The only team
Mm,
which
mm,
the only team which is scoring goals, I would say 2 teams. That is Switzerland and Germany. And the only teams that are scoring goals.
even Spain
Those
now,
are the
yeah.
teams in the
Mm,
quarterfinals are struggling.
mm,
Actually, even Spain, yes.
mm.
So you can't blame Southgate alone. Look at how other teams are playing as well. Yes, they're going to play Switzerland. Are they going to play?
Mm.
Of course, yesterday I was watching BBC. But when I the English are their world. Guess what? The additional time of
Mm.
the 90th of the 90th minute. They're called Jude Bellingham time. It's now called Jude Bellingham time. The commentator say it's now Jude Bellingham time. Oh Lord, this
The English. Jude Bellingham
these
really
guys are
saved the
extraordinary.
day. That was actually that
But
goal. And a bicycle kick, that goal will
you know,
remain in many people's memories. No wonder they named it that.
true.
Mm, mm,
But of course, he has to make some adjustments.
mm,
He has to make some adjustments to the team.
mm,
I asked myself,
Who?
him leaving. I always say him leaving out Grealish from
Mm,
out of the team
mm.
is affecting him a lot because he doesn't have
Yeah.
a creative midfielder. The players these are attackers, yes, but that's
Mm,
that creative midfielder who can give you the last pass. Is lacking that. Like how France is missing Pogba a lot.
yeah.
France
That
misses
one there is
Pogba
visible.
a
People
lot,
have
and you
realized
see them struggling in that midfield.
struggling. Pogba could break defenses
True,
with his long passes, skill, and all that. Yeah. There are players who are. That's why even you see,
properly.
yeah, if France
Of
had
course,
gone with the same squad that we played in Qatar, they would struggle in these Euros. They didn't have the Kantes and
mm,
yeah.
true.
Mm,
But generally, even Portugal himself, the coach Martinez,
mm.
if Martinez was English coach or what, they would have crucified him
Yeah.
using Pepe in their
Mm.
defense. And
The
yesterday,
defense.
he had made a blunder, and luckily enough, Diego Costa, the keeper, saved him. And you
Who
saw when
Pepe?
how Pepe went down, he was like, yeah, it was like, thank God. He was good. I think he was going to collapse
Yeah. To be his last game, I'm
after
telling you.
that
Yeah.
blunder.
Yeah. Wow. There's a lot at stake
Yeah,
at
leave
land. So
on the players.
anyway. Mm. So anyway, France
True.
against
Martinez,
Portugal. Mm.
Martinez, Martinez, why would you bench a player like Joao Felix? Not even a single minute in such a
Yeah.
game. Why?
Mm.
Why would you spend such a player? Joao Felix will bench throughout. I was like, but WC was completely off in the extra time. Bring in fresh legs. Felix would have done something.
Mm. Absolutely.
You're benching, you're benching one of your top strikers who broke records in Qatar.
Mm.
Of course, Ronaldo, yes, Ronaldo is the captain, but you sub the guy. Footballers, if you sub the guy,
Mm. I'm
bring in
surprised.
Ramos.
I'm surprised
Oh, Ramos,
he played all the 120 minutes. Yeah.
you know. Mm. Anyway, France versus Portugal. If they're going to use their Pepe in that defense, it's going to be a walkover for Mbappe and Thuram. It's going to be a walkover for Mbappe and Thuram. I would say that because you saw
mm,
Pepe can't run, can't be on that pace of this guy.
mm,
The guys
Yeah.
are fast.
Dembele's and
Guys are
what?
fast.
Yeah, it's a. So
They're
anyway,
fast.
you predict France to go through that.
Yeah, for us to go through to the semis will be the
Uh,
semis. But the
what
other match which is unpredictable is England versus Switzerland. I'm telling
Switzerland?
that
Yeah, that is hard.
one.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It could be
Then
the
German
game.
Spain.
Mm,
Then
mm,
German Spain.
mm.
But man, what's up? German Spain, really?
Man, that's a final. That's a final. But you are getting the you are being served in the quarterfinals. Yeah. So anyway, your prediction, German Spain. I don't know. I lean towards the home side. Mm, German.
Spain might win that game.
I would agree with you. I wouldn't really disagree with you because it's a very tight game. Yeah.
With
So
the
if
way,
we,
with
yeah.
the way, with the with the way Inak Williams is playing football, with the way
Mm,
Rodri is playing football. Yes, German has got the master classes of Tony Cruz of today.
mm,
You've got one of their they have the best, one of the best keepers. Of course, is still one of the best keepers. I would say that.
mm,
I can't deny that.
mm,
Their defense of Rudiger and Tar is
mm,
working out so well because
mm.
they're all bullies, and Rudiger knows
Oh my God,
how
Rudiger.
the Spanish
Mm,
players play.
mm,
So
mm,
Kimmich also there into their number two.
mm.
You know, I would
Kimmich
generally
is
say
Kimmich
it's a
is a
balance.
number.
It's a balanced competition. I would say.
Yeah. Kimmich reminds me of
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Lam.
a balanced competition. It's a balanced competition.
Mm. Philip Lam. I think
Mm.
they are
It's a
former
balanced
captain.
one.
Yeah. Really balanced. Yeah. England,
Yeah, it's a
Switzerland. I believe England has its luck now. I think it's operating now like France. But I think there's a way I feel they'll go through somehow against Switzerland. It's a hard game, but I feel they'll
but
go through.
but I told you, those English boys will be the finals, and you'll be shocked.
True.
They are football.
Mm,
But guess what?
mm,
That team has got the top scorer in La Liga.
mm,
It has the youngest but the best player of Premier League, that is Foden.
mm,
Mm. It has the best player in La Liga right now, that's Jude Bellingham.
mm.
Those are three players who are in different leagues and who are so good. So
Yeah.
add on the likes of Saka, of course.
Mm.
Mm. But somehow, somewhere, the coach disappoints with his team. You be like, okay. The issue is the left back. Where is his left back? Where is Luke Shaw?
Mm. Absolutely. He has a lot to
But
do,
with
and
that,
that's why you see there's panic here on the next lineup is going to read. Someone they don't trust his
true,
lineup. Yeah.
true.
But I would really leave him to really do his job how best he feels. Because man, championships are won also by luck. Argentina before they scatter, they had the best teams, but German comes and takes it. France comes and hits them. So it's all about also luck. Luck really is also that can maybe your style of football, but yeah. Anyway, it has been really a good show, Adson. Thank you so much. It has really wonderful. We discussed a lot, the UPL transfer, basketball, some rugby, NBA a little
Yeah.
bit. Then we finished up with the Euros. Yeah, it has been me, Emmanuel Musinguzi, my co-host Hudson Mugweri. We are live on YouTube and Facebook, and we also have clips on different social media. All right, see you. Bye bye.